Okay, great. Welcome everybody to this webinar that you join in to hear more about the studies computer science or IT management and how that it is to study at the Georgian American University, GAU, in Tbilisi, in Georgia. And before we go over to them, as we have a great lineup of speakers lined up for you, I'm going to briefly explain to you some of the options we have. My name is Luc Mulling, I'm the moderator. And first of all, you are able to say hello or where you're logging in from. You can do that through the chat panel that you see on the bottom right. Also, of course, important, you can ask your questions at any time, and you can do that through the panel next to it, questions. If you do it there, we make sure to not miss any questions. And feel free to ask them throughout the session. We will be answering them towards the end. Also, we have some questions for you actually as well, as we'd like to know some of your feedback. So we will open up a couple of polling questions. The first one just being open right now, just to get to know a little bit more about you and yeah, your preferences. And last but not least, we also have a little fun button at the bottom of the screen. You can actually click on a button called React. If you click on that, it can give the reaction of your choice. Yes, that's the one. So just to make sure also that, yeah, we feel there's a live audience there. So great. Thanks, everyone. And let's go over to the presenters. We're going to introduce them now. We will start off with Salome, and she will introduce herself, and the Dean Nata, she will introduce themselves. And so we go over to them, to Georgia. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm really happy to be presenting tomorrow with my wonderful team from the faculty and the university. Here now, I am Salome, the Vice Dean of IT faculty, IT and engineering faculty. We're also joined by Nata Bagiashvili, who is the Dean of the Faculty of IT and Engineering, Maria from the admissions office, and we also have your future peer students who will share their own experience. I will just give an introductory word to Nata to introduce herself and say greetings to you, and then let's start with the presentation.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Salome. It's nice to meeting you via webinar. I'm Dean of IT and Engineering School in Georgian American University. Our universities with the famous with the high quality education, the education that you can grasp in Georgia with the American and international standards. The school is famous with the IT labs, high quality experts and the professors who you will work with, and your peers will explain then how and what environment it is here, which we think will be very preferable for you for your future choices. Thank you once again, and I hope the webinar will be interesting for the audience.
Thank you so much. So I will get back to the presentation, I think. Before we dive into our faculty and the programs that are really interesting for the people who are interested in new technology and innovations, let's first start with what is very important for the foreign students changing their living place. It's the country where you are going to arrive. Gamarjoba is the first word you will hear, and it is derived from the word Gamarjoba, victory, and for us it means hello. And for the university, our motto is also connected with the victory, because we believe that by acting up and studying at Georgian American University, you are one step ahead on your victorious path in your career and lives. Georgia is the path between Europe and Asia. We're the Eastern European country, and the capital of Georgia is Tbilisi. And our university is actually located right in the middle of the capital city. It is really easy to access by public transport, taxi cars, or even on foot. It is a great location in terms of surroundings, and maybe our students, Max, could join in and say a few words. What was your first impression about Georgia, about the university campus, how you adapted, what you like about it? Could you share your experience?
Yes, so first of all, hello everyone. Thank you for joining this webinar. So I'm a student from Germany. I'm from Germany, born and raised, and moved 1 year ago to Georgia. I'm currently a second-year student for computer science at GAU, and my impression of the country is very good. So firstly, the people, they're very welcoming. They take in foreigners as one of their own. They treated me very, very kindly, very nicely, very helpful. They showed me the city, explained something about their culture. The infrastructure is very good. Public transport, like Salme mentioned, is accessible almost anywhere. The times when the trains or buses come is very often, almost every 10 minutes, I would say. Of course, it depends on the location. So you can access almost anywhere in Tbilisi from any location. The location of the university is also very good. Like Salome said, it's in the center, so it's accessible from almost anywhere. And yeah, the faculty itself, it's very, very interesting in the first place. Informative. We're covering a bunch of stuff from software engineering to algorithms, artificial intelligence, which is a very, very growing topic at the moment. Yeah, cloud systems, cybersecurity, and so on. So it's a little bit of everything. It's covered in detail, and I would say it has helped me progress and advance my skills in IT for sure.
Thank you so much, Max. We will get back, as I promised, to the program for sure. Before that, I would just like to say introduction about the university itself. We are one of the top accredited private universities in Georgia, and we have 5 faculties, which all of them strive to have the modern, up-to-date, innovative programs in different directions that teach not only how to become good in your career, but how to develop your soft skills, and also have the best experience in terms of developing your leadership skills. So we try to create different environments, different competitions and opportunities besides the original curricula. This is the president and one of the shareholders of our university, Mr. Michael Cowgill. Georgian American University was, as you guessed, founded by Georgian and American investors, and they are actively involved in managing the university and creating this closeness of our programs, academic programs, research centers, and etc. to the American standards. So this is our mission, to give the best quality education and various opportunities to our students, which we'll see in the next slides. I will try to be brief so that you can stay focused and grasp as much information as you can. So if you have any additional questions, please feel free to ask them. Don't be shy, because we are here for that. So these are the 5 faculties that we have in the university, but today we'll concentrate on IT and engineering school. IT and engineering school is quite old. It was not the first faculty created, but it is the most up-to-date, because we have just recently re-accredited and accredited new programs and our old ones. So it is approved by the government, approved by the employers that we have constant communication with, approved by our academic personnel. and it creates the basis for our students to be employed at very high rates, but also to attract as many students as possible. Our image is quite good in the country, so we have record rates of young people coming, applying for our programs. What is mostly important is that our world is changing really quickly. You know that technology is affecting all aspects of our lives and different industries and everything around us, whether it is applications that we use every day, social media, whatever we see around us is dominated by new technologies, and including artificial intelligence already. So the question you must be asking yourself is what you want to do with your careers and lives in this environment, because we are offering you to choose one of the IT related programs and be the leaders, tech leaders, that can participate in creating this innovative future and already innovative present, because it is happening already now. So we have several programs in English language that are accessible for foreign students. And these programs on the screen are computer science, information technology management, cyber and information security, and IT governance and strategy. If you are a student who is applying for a bachelor's degree, the first two programs is what you need. And if you are the student who is thinking about the master's degree, then the other two, the third, cybersecurity and IT governance, is the one that you would like to apply for. And what is most important about our programs is that it is the perfect mix of theoretical knowledge, research knowledge, and also the practical component, because we collaborate with leading IT and engineering companies, research institutions, and we ensure that students are gaining hands-on experience. They're involved in practical projects. Just now, Nada will approve my sentence, is that this week we are just listening to tens of students who are presenting their final projects, which are real life challenges that they have solved, whether it's a traffic jam or learning by gaming or whatever matter you find around us. It is something that we can solve with the technology, and that is what we are teaching our students and what they are presenting now. So let's move on to the bachelor's degree programs and get into more details a bit. We said that technology is reshaping every industry. So what is it that the employers of the current era are looking for? They are looking for someone who can analyze complex business and tech challenges, right? Someone who can think of what the challenge is to be solved. And then the ones that can collect the data and analyze and make informed decisions, and then create the perfect digital solution for the problem that they found out. And then, of course, to manage the team and the project overall, that will bring this idea to the success, because without IT project management, you know that a lot of various projects are unsuccessful. So these are the two programs. I will go back to the previous slide. These are the two programs that we are offering: computer science, that helps you create the digital solutions, and IT management, that helps you manage the whole process so that you are successful. Nat, do you want to jump in on the programs, maybe computer science or IT management?
Sure. I will jump and go through the content of the programs. The computer, we are providing, as Salome mentioned, we are offering on a Bachelor level 2 programs. So they are computer science and information technology management. The first one, the computer science, is focused on more engineering and development areas of the content in IT solutions, where you will find a different kind of subject that develops your knowledge in database management, programming languages, and different web front, so back or the full stack development area, the transformation, deep learning, AI engineering, and all the content that needs to be provided and grasped with a high quality knowledge of our software architects, can be said. In terms of this program, the program is consisting with the 3 years of the duration, and during the first and second years you are learning the theoretical and practical complexities and the combinations. On the last year you are more focused on a practical and capstone projects where you will solve real world and industry focused challenges. Once you are completing your capstone project, you will be the one who can be highly demanding in international and local IT employment market. So this is the most important part in computer science area. On the IT management area, this is the program that includes IT content and also the management focused subjects. You will learn here how to customize, set up, and manage IT guys. Mostly the main focus here will be how to set up products, operations, best practices, how to optimize all the content, including with the AI and business process analytics that needs to be provided from our side, and also the ones who will be capable to manage most IT-related challenges. And the program is also 3 years duration, same way as a computer science. Here, during the first 2 years, you will learn the theoretical and practical contents and the best tools and instruments of various vendors who will provide the management products for the general international IT market. And on the third year, you will be the one who has to provide proper project, capstone project, including from the initiation until the go live, who will solve all the projects and manages the people with the IT knowledge. This is mostly the difference between these two programs.
Thank you so much, Nada. And I would just take a second to remind you to ask any questions about the program so that we can answer you later on. And also I would highlight again that in case of computer science, if you are someone who wants to become a software developer or a tester or system administrator, database administrator, people that are hands-on involved in creating the digital solutions, you are the one who, this is the program that you need to choose. And if you are the person who is good at communicating between different types of people, designers and IT people, and you can well manage and push different stages of the project, control, or you want to learn these skills, you are the one who will become an IT manager, an IT consultant, transformation specialist, business analyst, or a product owner. So we are waiting for you. As to the unique features of the programs, I will sum it up for the whole faculty, because all our programs are using the same base, and this is our new laboratories, computer laboratories. And one of them especially is the newest, completely comprised of new Mac products, computers, and It was created because of the new stage that we entered into. It was becoming the Apple certified training center, giving certified Swift development courses. So we have all brand new Mac laboratory and also several more new laboratories. We have internationally certified lecturers and trainers with practical knowledge and experience. Of course, as I mentioned, all the programs are designed with consultations with employers, our international experts and consultants, and the local experts who give us their advice, and we change and add subjects constantly to be up to date, because you know that tech sphere is evolving day by day. We have also free access. We are part of Oracle family, so we have access to Oracle education and Oracle Academy materials, which is the newest materials that they provide. We have, as I mentioned, AATCE, which is Apple Accredited Training Center, and we have our own laboratory, innovations laboratory, GeoLab, which is winning a lot of prizes, competing in a lot of grants, and providing short-term certificate courses where our students, IT students, have free access to. And it is also open 24/7 for the innovative ideas for you to brainstorm and work on different projects. Of course, we have free Microsoft licenses and all the benefits with which come with being part of these international corporation platforms. As I mentioned, our graduates are almost all of them are hired at once. We are trying to keep them involved in studies as much as possible for the first years of their studies, because starting their studies, they are already offered different jobs, and they can be employed right away. So when they graduate, of course, most of them are hired, and this is done by our leading countries, leading IT, financial, government institutions, and etc. But not only, some of them, of course, leave the country and work in international IT or other companies. This is the Innovations Laboratory GeoLab that I mentioned, which is equipped with completely brand new Mac products. And the question that I think most of the students would love to have an answer for. The tuition fee for each of these two programs is $4,200 US dollars per year, $4,200 per year. But we have some grants and scholarship opportunities. Once you become the student of Georgian American University, every semester you have a chance to win the scholarship for the next semester. And it could be the full payment of the next semester or partial payment of the next semester. And it is only dependent on you, how well you study, and if you are among the best students on the faculty. If you are, you will have the full or partial payment of the next semester off. And additionally, we have various competitions that have prizes, but the one that is consistent and we hold every year is Sopo Shubladze's annual scholarship. Sopo was our founder, and it is done every year to give a stipend to the winner. And interesting fact is that for years consecutively, foreign student is the winner of the competition, and the Georgian student has not won in 3 years in a row, I think. We of course have and let me get back to our students. Maybe Max or Nehak, have you participated in the scholarship Sopo Shubladze competition, or have you seen the announcements, or are you going to participate next year?
Yeah, I think next semester I will, once I get my well, my grades are pretty good right now, but once I get it up to perfect level, I think I will apply for the scholarship and try my chances on it next semester.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the next slide, I think. As you could imagine, all of this could not be done with our top researchers and academic personnel that participate in our everyday life. They create the scientific laboratories throughout the universities, and of course, they hold and participate in international conferences. Only this semester, we had 3 different international conferences that IT faculty was an active part of. And separately, we have student conferences as well, where students can bring their projects to the audience. And it is a very interesting experience, especially for those who think that they will continue their studies to master's and then doctoral degrees. But international conferences is not the only international thing that is happening at Georgian American University. We are part of the global movement, I think, in every direction, and we are very proud of this, especially because we have the most diverse exchange programs in Georgia. We are #1 among the Georgian universities with the number of exchange programs per student. So this is a great opportunity. This almost means that if you are a student and if you have a good GPA, which is a grade, average grade of subjects that you have passed, if you study well, and if you want to have a semester away from Georgia to any European country, because we have hundreds of opportunities, whether it's Finland or Italy, Portugal, Germany, or whatever, you can participate in the competition. And I promise you that you will definitely go, because we have a lot of opportunities. We don't have that many students as many opportunities we have. So if you participate, you will definitely go. If not on the first try, you will definitely go on the second try, I promise. And this is a wonderful experience, but I think the students should share their view on this process themselves. Neha, I think you have participated, right, in the competition. Have you won? Are you going somewhere?
Yes, I did. I got accepted, and I'm gonna be going next semester. So I don't know. They've been very, very supportive in the whole
Where are
process.
you going?
I'm going to Denmark next semester.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so
great.
it's been great, and they've like I was told that the international admissions would not be helping me with my visa, but I think they've been more than helpful for the whole process. Very supportive. Well, I'm the first non-Georgian that's going to Denmark, so they were very unfamiliar with the process, but still very helpful. Or, always there to help me out with getting in touch with the embassy, telling me what documents I need and stuff. So it's been a great, smooth process so far, and I hope it will be smooth once I get there too. So it's been
That's
great.
so great. So here, Max, are you going to apply?
Yes, I'm planning to go next year to Spain.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
nice.
I've already contacted the supervisor who is helping me in the process, and basically the process was very smooth. I told her where I want to go. She checked my grades, my GPA, said that I can be admitted to the process, and told me which documents to send and so on. So it was very smooth, helpful in every way, and I can only recommend going.
That's great. So as you can see, and this is not only about these two students, a lot of students are going every semester for 1 semester to different countries, and it's a wonderful opportunity to learn more about the global culture and different experiences, change the atmosphere, and then come back to your university, meaning Georgian American University, share your experiences, and make the world even better. So as I mentioned, we are very international, and not only in exchange programs, which is our very most pride, and not only in international conferences, but also in international projects. We have strategic partners with Global MUN, which is modeled UN conference. with global MUN networks, and we participate in these projects, and also have applications from students, and small groups of 10, 15 people go to different countries, whether it's Belgium or something else. So we have also gone to Silicon Valley, which is more tech and innovations oriented topic. So this is also an opportunity for the students who are here. Of course, we are partners with all the international organizations that operate in Georgia, and Mr. Michael Cowgill, our president and shareholder that I showed you earlier, is actually former president of American Chamber of Georgia and currently vice president, if I remember correctly. So yes, as to the employment rate, I have told you about these, so I'll skip it. And what helps us again to be this good in employment rates is that we have contact with all top players, and not only top players, average players as well, of IT, business, finance, and public sectors. So the top organizations are filled with our students, or with our graduates, and moreover, it is important to remember that tech guys, tech people, are people who are needed in all types of organizations. Whether it's a small company, an average enterprise, or a big corporation, all of them needs computer science specialists or IT managers, IT project managers. So I would not change my mind and go to any other direction rather than tech. Me, myself, I'm also Georgian American University is my alma mater. I am a graduate of Gauss Business School, but currently I work in IT sector and I'm the vice dean of IT faculty. So please join us in this digital movement. As to the most interesting part for the students, we have a very diverse, exciting student life, which comprises of different events, competitions, sports competitions, and it is also very diversified. We try to create different types of events to emphasize our multicultural environment. Maybe our students could also join in to share their experience if they have attended any of our events, a welcome event or any other events, guys.
Yes, so I can speak about the welcome event. So every year in, I think it's end of September, or mid-October. It depends on the year. So basically all the students are invited to an event. There will be a specific location, which the last 2 times I was there were very, very nice. So you'll see students from your course, students from the year above, and so on. So from every year there'll be students, and you can network with them, communicate with them, ask questions if you have any, and you can form new friendships, new contacts, and those are always helpful throughout your studies. You can become friends for life. So I can only recommend the welcome party. It was always a very fun and nice event. So I'll be definitely going next year as well.
Thank you so much, Max, about your feedback. As I mentioned, we don't stop anywhere near the traditional activities, studies and activities that all the universities have. We have gone out of the box already, and we have sponsored or even created, because we were the participants, we were the partners, equal partners of our of Cavia, which is the largest cinema and movie production company in Georgia. And we have created the first TV series for the youth about the students of Georgian American University. And it had a lot of views, a lot of viewers, and they loved it. We had several seasons actually. So this was a kind of an innovative move from a quite traditional institution, which is higher education institution, but it was a lot of fun, and it was really important for us to show that students have different types of lives within the university and outside the walls of the university. And we covered a lot of topics that we think was important to be shared to the world, to the parents, for them to know about the challenges or happy moments that they were going through. It is currently in Georgian language, but it is being translated, so you could also watch it later. These are our main actors who became very loved by the citizens of Georgia. We have a lot of student clubs, including Google Developers Student Club, which was founded, of course, by the IT students and had the global success. As you know, or maybe you don't know, Google has a lot of developer student clubs in different universities, in different cities worldwide. But GAO Student Club was the one to be invited on the global conference to present the results, because of the number of events, workshops, and trainings they have organized throughout the year. And it was a success, and we continue to support this club together with other clubs, of course, which is GAO Band, for example, for those who have talents, multiple talents besides tech or math or whatever, they can join in to diversify their interests within the university. Of course, we are part of the European Western culture, and we strive to become part of the European Union. So we have a lot of standards that are equal to Western standards in terms of safety in the country, or easiness to start business and create innovative projects, be free of crime, and etc. So this country is ready to welcome new generation of innovative thinking leaders, and I hope this is you. This is the GAO campus I mentioned, right in the city center at night. And as I mentioned, we have different auditoriums. So we have a cafeteria, we have parking, we have different facilities that will make the stay at our university easier, and your studies as well, because we have a library, of course. So yeah, I think I came to the end of the presentation. I hope I did not bore you too much. I tried to jump through different topics so that you could have as much information as you could. Maybe if any of you from my team have to add something, you could jump in, or I will later give my words to Maria, who will add the information about admissions process.
I think, Salome, you already covered all the interesting topics and the key areas of our proposals and the events that are, and the life in GAO. Now, I think most preferable time is to give a word to Maria.
Yeah, Maria, please give us the most interesting part, because these guys have to apply as soon as possible. September is coming already.
Yes, hello everyone. Thanks for your interesting presentation, Salome. I will shortly explain the admission process itself. So the first one is to fill the application. As I know, Mr. Luke has shared the online application link. We have it on our website as well. Firstly, you should fill it. Just submit your international passport, educational certificate, and payment received as needed. For application fee, we have $100 from abroad. Since you submit and upload these documentations, we will reveal these things and we will start the admission process, which means that you will be invited to take our online interview and English test. If you have English certificate, IELTS, Cambridge, TOEFL, or Oxford certificate B2 level, then it's not needed to take online English test. But if not, then we have our online English test, and it will be taken and just organized quickly. Once we just schedule this one and clarify your English level, which should be B2, because the program it's entirely in English and B2 level it's required. Then we start and translate, notarize your documentations and submit it to Ministry of Higher Education to wait for the answer about your recognition and enrollment order, because first the main thing about documentation is ministry order. It's official decision issued by the Ministry of Education, which allows you to enroll at Georgian American University. Once we get this document, then you will be asked to make the first semester tuition fee to activate your status and just get enrolled officially at our university, which is $2,100 based on these programs, because tuition fee per year is $4,200, as Salome mentioned. And then we issue unconditional letters, because for some of you, as I have checked, like from Egypt and other countries, you will need some visa things as well, and you will need some documents from our side, specifically orders and just invitation letters, which should be presented at the embassy or on the border. Also, the main thing for that time and deadline, like since we already have started admission process for fall intake, it will be good if you apply until the end of July, because like for the ministry order and for the whole process, like maximum 10 days are needed. I mean, or sometimes 12 days, and just to get ready and everything, it will be good if you have for sure educational certificate. You can apply until the end of July, and we will start the process. So we are waiting for you.
Thank you so much, Maria. If we have any questions concerning the program, the university, the country itself, to us, the faculty staff, or to the students, please share your concerns or your questions or your ideas, and we will try to answer them all.
I have seen the questions, and I will ask the first question. Lamar has asked about accommodation. So we don't have the specific, let's say, accommodation on campus, but we have partners, and for international students specifically, we share some specific links and also partner information, and they can just negotiate and just rent the most preferable, let's say, apartment. Regarding this, we have already the groups of international students, and students themselves share information from same regions. They share information and help to each other to find the appropriate accommodation, and it won't be, let's say, any problem. We will share personally, I will share that information.
Okay, there was a question from Salim. Can I join on L3 directly, as I work in a programming already and I had IT diploma for 9 months? Unfortunately, no, because the program is just starting and we don't have any courses. It will start activating from September. So there is no chance for you to keep you at least 2 years and then continue with us.
Any other questions? Because I personally don't see the questions, so you should be the one to.
Okay. Yeah, about scholarship, like Salome has already mentioned, but I will one more time repeat that they are different, like scholarship, and just the first one is ranking system. It means that for Bachelor like students, based on GPA after first semester, they can just get scholarship. First place is 100% scholarship, second one 50, and third one 25. Beside this, there is a scholarship, and they can participate. The GPA is not the main criteria. Also, there are some kind of competitions, and you can win some kind of prizes as well. Regarding visa process for African students, we have some African students, and as I have mentioned, for visa process, like students need some documents from university side. At this stage, we provide all this kind of documentation, which are invitation letter, unconditional letter, and orders, ministry and rector order. But other things, accommodation, bank account, and everything, it's up to the student. But also we have some agencies, and they provide the services. If the applicant is interested and is ready to just pay some specific amount of money, we can just suggest these kind of agencies as well.
So it is important that you start by applying, and then we will give you all the information required specific to your country and visa requirements. We'll give you all the documentation, contact you with different agencies if you need help from outside people for accommodation or something. So just start by applying so that we can contact you on specifics.
About English proficiency, as I have mentioned, B2 level is required for these programs. And it can be checked by international certificate if you have. If not, then we have our online English test, which is FCE test, and we share all the instructions before the exam. Some rules, let's see.
Okay, maybe I can briefly come in, because besides the questions that we already received, a couple of things as well, that also the people that watch the recording, because I know a lot of people do these days, you can all participate as well. So you can also interact with us. You can still answer the polls as well. So we can get that feedback as well and send it through to Gao. And I actually opened up another polling question to know if there's any more information you'd like to what you would like to know. So do let us know the feedback there. And again, everybody can participate in this as well, even if you're watching a recording. So do join in. Maybe briefly, while people are answering that question, also under apps at the bottom, you can actually find the links. So we put there 2 links. There's a link to the application form that Maria was mentioning, and also exactly the application form. And then we have also the general link to the IT and engineering school. So that one is actually now flying in right there at the bottom. So if you click on that at your own pace, you can have a look for any information that you still want to get, if we didn't cover that. But I think we covered a lot. And maybe one more thing to see. What kind of information you're looking for. The most answered, the most popular answer was cost of living. So maybe the students can maybe say something about that.
Yeah, that was clear. Neha and Max, can you share your own experience?
Yeah, of course. So for cost of living, it's really subjective to each student and their budget. So it can range from like $500 a month to, it could go upwards of $500, and this is including your rent, utilities, and groceries, etc. For me personally, it's a lot higher than that, because I live here with my sister, and I have a dog and a cat. So you know, I don't think I could give you a straight answer for that. But I do have friends that do comfortably live from a $500 to $800 budget. And there are options for accommodation available with dorms, which is separated by gender. So girls have their own dorms, boys have their own dorms. And there's also loads of options for apartments. Either you can room with someone, or you can get your own studio apartment. There's a lot of options here. So it's like there's a way to live for everyone. So you don't need to worry about it too much.
Yeah, I would agree. $500 to $800 is, I think, a good range. And yeah, so basically it's not an expensive country, I would say. So you get a lot for what you pay for the price. The apartments are not too expensive. Cost of living is, like, I'm from Germany, so very different. In Germany, everything is way more expensive. Supermarket products, rent is more expensive, utilities, and so on. So I think you'll have a comfortable time in Georgia in terms of cost of living.
And what's more important is that for that price, and I think all of the generations here will agree with me, is that in Tbilisi you get a very diverse energizing environment with a lots of activities, sport activities, cafes, parks, and you'll have the time of your lives, I think. Maybe because I'm in love with my country, but I'm sure that this is the same for
experience of living in Armenia as well. And when I'm, because they're neighboring countries, when I'm comparing the two, I would say that Georgia definitely has a more vibrant lifestyle, especially for students. There's a lot to do, whether that's nightlife or going out with your friends. There's some construction going on. There's a lot of places that you can go with your friends and just like a lot of things to do. And affordable too at that. So I would say that definitely Georgia for students is a great destination because it's very budget friendly and there's also a lot to do. So.
Okay, Luke, do you have something else to share from the polls?
No, so that's the main point. The other was housing, so we covered that.
Yeah, we covered that.
So that's all taken care of, and I think we have covered all the questions as well. So I don't see any new questions that came in. So I think then slowly we can round off the session. I think then everything has been answered.
Okay,
so that's the
thank
purpose.
you so much to the audience that has attended the webinar live and who will join in to listen to the recording later. Thank you so much for your interest, and we're happy to answer all your questions, so you can contact us directly. We will also contact you on your emails and send you the link and the applications admissions link. So anything you need, please contact us, and we're happy to answer you and happy to welcome you to Georgia, to Georgian American University, IT and engineering faculty. Wish you success in whatever path you choose.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay.